2020 has come to an end, finally. Let's talk about that. As we all know it, 2020 has been a roller coaster ride for many creatives, and it has been very hard because I never knew that I could really make it this far, you know, because of the whole corona thing, the lockdown, the curfew. Well, I don't know about other countries, right? I don't know about other countries, but 2020 has been a good year for me and a bad year, because 2020 made me realize that, hey, I can still take photos, right? Because back in 2019, I put down photography like a legit. I really hate taking photos. It was strictly about shooting videos, anything that has to do with moving images, right? So back in February, that's when it all started. That's when I took up back photography, full speed, right? And I never knew that this year would turn out to be one of the best year for me ever. I made some new friends, met a lot of new people. Even though I couldn't travel, well, I could, but I never wanted to go through all of that vaccine talk and all of that testing and all those type of stuff. So I said to myself, hey, I'm not going to travel this year. A lot of my friends and a lot of my associates and a lot of clients, they have been through a lot. 2020 has treated them good and treated them bad, but it all depends on how you handle it, right? So I have some friends that I reached out to and say, hey, let's collab. Tell me about your 2020, right? But I reached out to a lot of people, but I realized that Jamaican creatives don't really like to collaborate. I'm really not sure why, because it's, even if you use a phone, I still appreciate it. I got a few submissions, yeah, which I'm really grateful for that. But hear me, if you have made it this far through 2020, you're strong, you're bold, you're brave, because 2020 has been mind-blowing. So much life, so much people died since here. It's like every month there's something new. It's like every week there's something new. You just don't know what to expect. Legit don't know what to expect. The whole quarantine thing, you can't socialize, the social distancing, it was hell for me, because I love soca party, right? And that never happened. I don't know when that is going to happen. But here's what some of my friends got to say.
Yeah. So what are some of the challenges I had in 2020? Well, in 2020, the early part of 2020, I was trying to get persons to understand what Ubiquiti Studios was at then, and what we are. We are a live production company. So I do live production. However, at that time I was trying to make the company more on location live production, where I go to a place and I set up multiple cameras. But COVID happened, and when COVID happened, I was like, I was quick on the gun to switch the company. As everybody said, pivot. I was quick on the gun to switch the company to remote live streaming, and the switching of the company made all that you're seeing right now. You know what I mean? This beautiful studio that I'm in, and I moved the company from on location company to a remote live production. And you know that COVID, nobody wanted to go anywhere because of the scares of COVID. So persons were looking for ways to do their production, but the persons were looking for ways to do their production, but do it in a safe way. And you know what I mean, Zoom got very, very big, and I was using Zoom, so it was an amazing transition. And as I say, you can see the results behind me. Why that is one of my major accomplishments so far in 2020. And 2021, I'm looking forward to 2021. I just started my content creation, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, for the channel ETT, as you can see my sign behind me, Everyday Tech Things. And I'll be creating a lot of content around technology, trying to explain certain things in technology, giving my unique perspective on certain things in technology, the latest technology. I'll be talking about it from more a Caribbean centric type of vibes. Well, Jamaican, as you know, I'm a Jamaican. I'll be talking more from a Caribbean centric, so I'll be trying to find Caribbean news. I have a whole like plan for content and a lot of different ideas. So that's what I'll be doing in 2021. And everybody, stay motivated. We can all do it, you know what I mean? Just one day at a time. You can do it. Believe in yourself. I am Shango, creative from Jamaica.
What's up, YouTube? How you doing? My name is Stephen Roper. I am a photographer, video editor, designer. 2020 for me was a blessing. It was a lot, you know. We had to, as creatives, we had to learn how to appreciate the simple things and how to, pivot. So from last year, it was very difficult for me to get work as a photographer. It just felt like I just wasn't hearing from clients, and I was getting frustrated. I was kind of like, okay, what am I doing wrong? Why can't I get work? After a while, I started getting more work for video editing, and I was getting more clients with that, and I just started to pivot. And then by January, by February, I kind of just realized, okay, like it makes sense to, if we're going to be under lockdown, it makes sense to have work where people are just sending me files, transferring money into my account, and I'm just editing. So most of my clients are corporate work. I don't do music videos, that's not my thing. It's mostly like simple top and tail videos, but it was consistent income. Like every week, I'd get more and more work every week. I love photography, but I just understood that, okay, you just have to roll with the times and adapt. For next year, I am continuing on this path of, okay, remote work, continuing to get more remote work, continuing to do more like international remote work. That's the plan. Photography is something I love, I enjoy, but it isn't paying the bills. It's something that I just enjoy. But video editing has been paying my bills consistently. My design work has been paying my bills. So that's what I'm doing now. So I just kind of had to understand that just because something is your passion, you'll have to adapt one, and it doesn't define who you are. Like, we are creatives, we are artists, but that doesn't necessarily define us, and we have to adapt within the circumstances, recognize what is going on, and just pivot and roll with it. So 2020 was a blessing. I did not starve. I actually flourished. I have my own place, consistently getting work, never starved. I'm good. So it's definitely a blessing. And I know a lot of my other friends have been struggling. But we just have to understand that we have to pivot and just adapt. I don't think, no matter how difficult this time is right now, it won't be that bad. So yeah. Blessings, guys. Follow my YouTube page, like and subscribe.
2020 was the best year of my entire life. It was when I found my passion. It was when I got back in touch with my creative side. And I'm happy to know that I haven't lost it. I have grown so much this year. If you show, if you told me I would have accomplished all the things I accomplished this year to the person I was like last year at this time, I'd be like, you're lying, you know. And I guess that just goes to say the meme, COVID, if COVID didn't bring out the hustler in you, then you don't have it in you. I'm that meme, I swear. It's been a roller coaster. I lost my camera, stopped working. A lot of stuff, just it was challenging. But at the end of the day, I guess the moral of the story is, no matter what comes your way, always do. Just go for it. Just do it. Never give up. And you know, I don't take that with a grain of salt. Even if you get up and you're sad, still do something. You doing something, working towards your goals, is going to make you feel more positive. It's going to make you go forward, because guess what? You're building good habits. That's it. You're building good habits, and when you see your success, when you see your accomplishments, the things that you can genuinely give yourself credit for, no matter how small they are, it builds discipline, it builds trust within yourself to say, yo, I'm confident, I can do this. So going into 2021, I have found my footing and I'm ready to go full force as a creative director, and I have projects upon projects upon projects upon collaborations coming out in January for my birthday. So you guys can stay tuned for that. It's really all about consistency, and that I am definitely going hard on for 2021. Happy New Year!
Greetings everybody, welcome to the video. Pedro, big up yourself for the collab. Anyway, my name is Herbert Thomas, content creator, photographer, videographer, editor, based here in Jamaica, you know. What has 2020 been like for me? There have been ups, there have been downs, you know, mixture of both. I'm really grateful. It has been a tough year for everybody, so I have to give thanks that I'm still here, you know. But as a creative, it really put a dent in the creative market, in the sense that there weren't a lot of businesses or a lot of jobs going around, like more in the middle section of the year. I just when the pandemic just started, it wasn't so bad, but then business kind of went down a bit, like in the middle, and then at the end it started picking up a little bit, because persons then became used to the new norm. So businesses were requiring more content now, because then a lot of stuff was not dependent on social media marketing and, you know, content creating, you know. So it kind of picked up there. So as I say, it's good and bad. We're bad in the sense that business went down, you know, but good in the sense that I got to learn a lot more stuff, you know. I got to learn about new things in photography, new things in videography, mainly because I had to stay home and stay inside more. Yeah, so I had to learn how to use different instruments to create content, because a lot of us were at home, not much collaborations were going on, so we had to use what we have, you know. Whether we had it before, we have to get new stuff, you know. I mean, recently I started using the GoPro to get footage. Yeah, so with all the different changes in 2020 and me requiring to explore different options in creating content, it really made me a better content creator. Yeah, it really did make me a better content creator. I think I did some nice work, and I can attest that I've seen other content creators who have pretty much done the same thing, you know, where the difficulties push them to accomplish things that they haven't before, you know. So it really doesn't matter where we are in our journey, you know, or what 2020 has brought to us. It's just important what we use those difficulties to do, and what we have done to inspire others, you know. So whether you're using the A7III, your Blackmagic, your Nikon, yes, Nikon, I'm a Nikon guy as well, using your GoPro, or, you know, you're just using your phone, you know. So it's imperative that we take the lessons from 2020 and going forward into 2021. I just want to encourage everybody to just keep pushing, and to ensure that you stay true to the purpose that you have, stay true to who you are, you know, and we just hope for better things, and we need more collab like this in Jamaica. Peace.
Hi, afternoon, good morning, good day. Depending on where you're seeing this from, I'm not sure who's gonna see this video or where it's gonna be played, but hello. What was 2020 like for me as a creative? You know, the challenges, the accomplishment. Honestly, 2020 for me, and I think for everybody or most people around the world, was awful. As a creative, it kind of dampened our spirits a bit, because our livelihood is, you know, going outside, shooting, seeing and capturing what we, you know, create, you know, put together like a puzzle in our minds through our camera. When we got restricted because of the whole COVID pandemic, it kind of left a scratch on our hearts, our soul, that we couldn't go out there and do what we love. I mean, of course, a lot of us lost clients, I myself, because they were afraid to go outside, and that was one of the main challenges for me. Accomplishment as a creative for 2021, I have grown, I have learned a lot. I mean, I think this year was a lesson taught for those who survived, persevered, and pushed through this year, who learned and developed the true art of hustling, getting your own. Kudos to you, because if you didn't catch it in 2021, if you didn't learn anything new on how to set yourself, how to budget, how to come up with new concept that you can produce on the inside through your lens, then train miss you. I have learned so much. COVID has taught me so much, being locked up inside. I converted my my room basically into a studio. I would have never done that before. COVID taught me how to do that, and I think 2020 is a year full of lessons, and well done, COVID. Lesson learned. You taught me a lot, and I promise you, anything else comes after that, I am ready. And I think you too, as a creative, should be ready as well, because I know we learned a lot through this year. How I plan to overcome 2020 for 2021 is just more work, more ideas, you know, setting attainable goals, short-term goals, and going for them, as well as setting goals that scares me. You know them goals, they were big, you're frightened, shock you, make you wake up out of your sleep, and actually going for it. So for 2021, I am coming. My greatest accomplishment or achievement, or what I want to achieve for 2021, is learning, honing my skill, not only as a photographer but as well as a YouTuber, because I recently, you know, started back my YouTube channel because of COVID. One of the reasons I'm like, no, I have to do it. If not now, when? So I did it. By the way, the channel is Journey with Noel. You can go on YouTube. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get down in the comment section, you know, comment on my content, of course, and massage that bell icon. Upcoming creatives, upcoming YouTubers. I mean, a YouTuber is a creative, because I've seen some work from some YouTubers. I'm like, nah, these dudes are film makers, they're movie makers. And for the young ones, the upcoming ones, because I am young as well, I say start somewhere. It takes only one subscriber at a time. It takes only one client at a time. Develop your own style. You can take inspiration from others, spin it, and make it your own. I know 2021 I'll achieve great things. It might not be on an international stage, but I know that I'll be further along than I was for 2020.
Hi, I'm O'Neil Grant from theog.lifestyle, and this has been and this is my 2020 recap. Hi, I'm O'Neil Grant from the OG Lifestyle, and this is my 2020 recap. 2020 has honestly been a blessing. Despite this whole pandemic, a lot of persons have now realized how important digital marketing is, how important social media is to their businesses. So I honestly don't have a downfall, or I would say a negative response to what 2020 has done for me. I'm grateful. My business has grown. So for fellow creatives, just do what you love, and whatever you love will keep you happy. So my plans for this new year for 2021 is to continue the work that I've been putting through the entire year 2020. It has been a blessing. I already have the momentum going on to the new year. So it's just to keep doing the work, keep pushing, and hopefully 2021 will be better than 2020.
Hey everyone, it's Jason from Life Lessons with Jason on YouTube. Go subscribe. I'm just here to speak about my experience as a creative in 2020. Well, I've never really labeled myself as a creative or thought of myself as such, but this year I ventured into the world of YouTube and radio and TV, and it has been a challenging one but a great one. Starting out, I struggled to find that drive, that creative energy to propel myself further. I struggled with what to say, how I sound, how I looked, my experiences, but all in all, I got the chance to connect and touch lives and share experiences with so many persons that I did not know, or I still don't know, but the content just reaches them and affects them that way. Also, in this COVID time, it was a mental release for me, because I got to speak to my lifers and share and connect and have fun experiences and fun times with them. Moving to 2021, I am in a better place now because I have accepted what is that I do. I know my purpose, I know my audience, I know my reach, I know my content. So it is just to put more meaningful things out there, more things to educate, to have you understand that you're not going through life alone and that we all go through these experiences. So for this year, I'm looking at more high profile persons to sit down, more experiences, more sharing of my life, more you sharing of your life with me so that we can get through life together and to collaborate. So I would encourage anybody, if you're looking to start, just make the move. Don't worry about the equipment. I started with my phone. I'm still using my phone and we're doing great things, I believe. So start and motivate yourself. And even when it gets tough, because there are times when you're not going to want to do it no more, probably person not liking enough, person not watching enough, but be true to your journey and keep pushing. All right, so for 2021 we're going to up the game. We're going to put great content out there. We're going to support each other, guys. Let's just collaborate. It's not competition. There's space for everyone, so we can collaborate, we can make good videos, make good content, and just have a great time. So 2021 is going to be great for us. So look out for Life Lessons with Jason. We're doing big things in 2021 and you can be great as well. All right, blessings.
So much stories, so much different experiences from different people, but hear what, them still tough it out. 2020 has been a challenge, like it's been a real challenge, and I've lived through 2020 and I'm very grateful for that. Very grateful for that. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more. See you in 2021. I'm out.